these Java JSON Web Token Labs. There's a whole category just for them because it's very important on the web. So here, you got to log in as Wiener Peter, and then look at the Get My Account and find your token. So let's do that. First I'll clean out the old stuff out of Burp, just to make my life easier. And now I log in as Wiener Peter. Okay, and now it loads the My Account page and it knows who I am, so this must have an authentication token for that request. So I go to the one that loads My Account, and if I look down here, I'll see a web token there in the request, I think. Well, maybe not. Oh, this one down here. This is the one where I logged in. After I've logged in, now it gets this one, the one that has my name in the token. Now it has the token. Now, something that I just learned about while doing this project, I've always wondered what the heck this inspector pane is for. I've never used it for anything. This is what it's good for. If you double click this, it will highlight part of this token down to the period, and here it will show you how that token is built. It's very nice. And you can modify that token here. So here is the text, here's the decoded. This is where it specifies the encryption algorithm in use. And if you double click in the next region, it'll highlight it between the periods. And here's where you have the username in the sub area. And all the rest of this is the signature. This blob of stuff here, you can highlight that too, but it can't really interpret it or anything because it's just a signature. It's just a random, essentially a random number. But that's very nice. So now you can send this to the repeater, and you can now try to become the administrator. Now, one thing you could do, if it doesn't actually verify anything, let's get the inspector to show again. There we are. Now, this is the start of it. Right, this is the algorithm part, which I'm not going to change. But this part here is where it identifies you. So if it's not actually verifying the signature, I could change this and get away with it to administrator. And what you do is you change it there, and then you click Apply Changes, and watch over here, it'll change the base 64. All right, and it also changed the signature, but it's not going to change it correctly because it doesn't know the secret. Anyway, now I can send this one, and it gave me a 302 instead of a 500 unauthorized, which is what it would have given me. So this did fool it. This website is not, in fact, verifying the signature. So now, that being done, I should be able to find, no, it looks like it's sending me to login, so I'm not sure this works. Let me go back and read the instructions again. That's essentially the process, but I think I followed it up a bit. Okay, find the sub, change the, I have to change the path to admin. Okay, that's right, because now I'm the administrator trying to get into Carlos's account, or into Peter's account. That's why it's not working. Instead of going into my account Wiener, I have to go into admin, now that I've changed my token to the admin token. So now I get a 200 OK, and this contains administrative activities. In fact, if you render it, you'll see I now can do things like delete accounts. And I think to win, I have to delete Carlos's account. Let's take a look. Yeah, and the way you do it, you can't click these links right here in the rendered page, but once you know that they're there, you can go back to Pretty or Raw, and you can find the URL that does the deleting, which is here. This is the URL that deletes Carlos. And what you can do is you can just execute a GET request to that URL with this cookie, which is fooling me to think I'm the administrator. So that should delete Carlos. And so if I look here in the lab, there I am. And if I send this request, I get a 302, which means it worked, and now I win. So I succeeded in deleting Carlos by forging the administrator token. So that's the first case where it was just not paying attention to the signatures at all. So let me stop this one.